Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the town board meeting for November 10, 2016, beginning at 7:35 p.m. I'd like to call the meeting to order and begin with the roll call.
Supervisor Fisher,
Here.
Supervisor Durr,
Here.
Chairman Merrick,
Present.
Supervisor Radke,
Here.
Supervisor Will.
Here.
And Madam Clerk, have we met the open meetings law?
Yes, we have.
And we can begin with citizens' comments. And seeing none, we can move on to approval of the minutes for October 27th and November 1st, 2016. Is there any objection to taking them at the same time?
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes for October 27th and November 1st, 2016.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On to 6, recommendations from the Plan Commission. Discussion and possible action on A, certified survey map application. The owner was Andrew Tully. Location West 238, South 4195 Big Bend Road. Tax key is WAKT 1386996. The recommendation from the Plan Commission was to deny. Is there a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I think you've actually got 2 motions for that, don't you? Do we need to deal with each one of those separately?
I don't think so, because if we deny the CSM, it doesn't matter whether or not we approve the waiver. Would I be incorrect?
That's fine with me.
I
That's-
have to check the code unless Mr. Rabarchik knows off the top of his head. Is the waivers granted, it has to be granted by both PC and town board? Each code's a little different. Let us check that. PC didn't grant the waiver. I have to check who has to grant it. Most codes, many of the codes that I wrote, and I didn't write this one, require both.
Yeah, so the question is whether that was the first part, was that just a recommendation or appropriately so?
I assume it'll be land review development. Either right at the beginning or right at the end of the code.
Would there be a problem if, in the interest of time, to just go ahead and deny both?
No, if the board agrees with the recommendation of the planning commission, if the board didn't agree with the recommendation, I need to know whether they can supersede the recommendation. But yes, if the board's of a mind to deny the waiver and deny the CSM, then there's only two.
All right, is there a motion to deny the waiver for remnant parcel larger than 20 acres?
Also move.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And is there a motion for the certified survey map to follow the recommendation of the Plan Commission, which was denial?
Also move.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On to B, site plan and plan of operation for Town Motors. The owner is Tristan Gross, South 40 West 24040 Rockwood Way. Tax key is WAKT 13819999031. Recommendation from the Plan Commission was for approval. subject to all the conditions of Planner Rybarczyk's letter.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On to D, accessory building for William Spellman. Location is South 43, West 22371 Beheim Road. Oh, I'm sorry.
C.
I skipped one.
We're moving
I'm
fast.
moving.
Sorry, I was gonna say something.
I'm moving fast.
Paying
Sorry.
attention?
On to C, certified survey map application for Rosemary Mellock. Location is West 230, South 5980 Mola Drive. Tax key is WAKT 1436005. And the recommendation from the Plan Commission was for approval. Is there a motion?
So moved.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On to D. The owner's accessory building for William Spellman. Location is South 43 West 22371 Beheim Road. Tax key number is WAKT 1392993. The recommendation from the Plan Commission was for approval. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion, we approve it.
And a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On to reports, and I don't see a deputy here tonight. Fire Department, Chief Buchholz.
I believe the report that you have in your packet is a run summary from our Secretary Treasurer working document that's not totally complete and hasn't been Q&A'd yet. So some of those numbers might not look correct. I'm not used to having you folks have that document. It's not something that's part of my report usually, but it does have the basic information on there. There are 30 ambulance requests in October, 4 motor vehicle accidents in October, and 11 fire responses. Mutual aid was received 8 times. Mutual aid was given 9 times. And this actually has some detail of some of the things that were broke out in there. And then at the bottom, those are the things that haven't been Q&A'd yet. So you're going to find some numbers that really don't add up too much. And it basically gives you information about how often the ambulance is used, how many residents and non-residents are transported. And it goes into some emergency and non-emergency responses. So.
Questions for the chief? Nothing? Thank you. And we can move on to,
Before we move further, Mr. Chairman, I see that the sheriff isn't here, but I was wondering if, do you know, have they reported to you if they're monitoring for any Trump protests that might be going on in the town?
I am unaware.
They haven't made you aware of any? Okay. Good, good,
For next month's report.
good. Okay, I just wanted to be sure. Thank you.
On to see the DPW report.
Well, I
Supervisor
suppose
Durr.
that would be me, huh?
Yes.
What
Indeed.
you see in your packet, October and November work is laid out. Just one addition to this, the part-time employee from the DPW recently resigned with 2 weeks' notice, which I believe would be the end of next week. So you're in the market for a 28-hour-a-week DPW person. The clerk posted in Craigslist today and got some good positive response. So we'll be taking a look at those applications and then setting up some interviews.
Thank you. Any questions for Supervisor Durr? Then we can move on to the clerk treasurer report. Madam Clerk?
Just going to go over the election a little bit. Turned out it ran very smoothly. We had 2,387 people that voted in the office the 2 weeks prior. On election day, we had an additional 38. So we came out with about 73% of our eligible voters that turned out on election day. And that's my report.
Thank you. Questions from the
Chairman?
clerk?
Can I just ask one quick question, just doubling back to the DPW report? I note on there, we've got shoulder work after paving is complete. Can anybody identify, I mean, what are we doing? Do we have some responsibility for that the contractor isn't doing?
No, it's typically when we have paved in the past, we end up replacing or repairing the shoulders, either with TB or recycled asphalt or what have you.
So that's not part of their scope of work?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
On to 8, new business. Approval of the town board letter to be inserted in the tax bill. And
Everybody got a copy of it in there. Just, this letter is, you do this every year. It's on the back of the permits that we give out to the residents. There is no additional charge for this. It does not cost us any more for postage. So, this is a way that that you've been giving, some information to our residents.
any questions on the insert?
My only comment, and maybe it's already been corrected, in the second line under snow and ice control, that very last inclement weather should be up on the other line. But that's
Thank you.
probably already caught. But no, looks good.
You want to turn that into a motion?
I make a motion that we approve this message that's going out with our tax bills.
And a second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. On to accounts payable, authorization of payment of the bills in the amount of $220,322.74. And there is no Rupert Milky. And Madam Clerk, that's a roll call vote, please.
What was it, 220?
220.
322.74.
I'll make a motion first that we approve that if
And
that's
I'll
okay.
second it before we do the roll call.
Thank you.
Supervisor Durr,
Aye.
Supervisor Fisher,
Aye.
Chairman Merrick,
Aye.
Supervisor Radke,
Aye,
Supervisor Wolf.
Aye.
Thank you.
I was going to get there.
I knew it. Just helping you.
10, announce closed session. You are hereby notified that the town board of the town of Waukesha will convene and may, upon duly made and seconded and acted upon by roll call vote as required under stats 1985 sub 1 sub G, go into closed session. During the course of the meeting, town board members may attend the closed session. Purpose of the closed session will be as follows. Purpose of the meeting is to confer with legal counsel for governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved as authorized under 1985 sub 1 sub G, specifically discuss Moyer Way and Deerfield Estates. Is there a motion to go into closed session? And a second.
Second.
And Madam Clerk, a roll call vote.
Supervisor Fisher,
Aye.
Supervisor Durr,
Aye.
Chairman Merrick,
Aye.
Supervisor Radke,
Aye.
Supervisor Wolf.
Aye.
We'll be out as soon as possible.
So they're politicians. Well, I think I'm gonna go home and see if I can see my wife before she goes to bed. We always get up at 4 o'clock. Yeah. So I usually try and, when my wife goes to bed at 8:30, that's late.
It's late?
Yeah.
10
I've,
o'clock?
I've seen her go to bed at 6 o'clock. After she got home at 5:30.
You have to go to work at early in the morning?
I started going to work that early because she is like the hub in the office, and when there's a problem, everybody goes to Sherry. Hey, what do I do? Go ask Sherry. Hey, I need to go ask Sherry, and she's got her work to do. And so she's like, if I go in early, I can work on everything before everybody else comes in and starts hitting me with, where's this? What's that? How do we do this? What do we got to have for that? And I've had 4 shoulder surgeries, so I went in, and so I just ride in with her and work 3 days a week. And,
Then you can go to your garage.
you know, and get away, hide from her.
As a realtor, I need to ask, that piece of property behind you, you sell it, is there access to another piece of property that abuts it?
No.
Really? Okay.
The only thing you could do with it is what I've done with it. It's my backyard.
Right.
And that the whole thing about building a house up there, it's like I told you, if wishes and dreams were money, I'd be rich, but it's a pipe dream.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
who doesn't want to give their kid a house? But we have no intentions on moving until they come and cart me. I told my wife, I said, you know, I don't have a problem with buying a condo or something in Phoenix, even buying a house in Phoenix. My youngest one lives out there. But I said, I'm not leaving this house. It's everything I've ever wanted. It's my first home, and it'll be my last one. I don't see the need to, you know, step up to the 2-acre house on a half-acre lot. I'm just not into that. I have a 1,300 square foot home on 3 acres, and that to me is the way God intended it. And to me, that's a postage stamp. You know, to me, a 1-acre yard in the middle of 40 or 80 or 100 acres, that's ideal for me. And then just a little 1-acre area, nicely manicured and landscape. Even though I have trouble with my shoulders, I still love to get out in the landscape. And I'm constantly planting new flowers and making flower beds. And I trim my pines up so that I can walk underneath them, and then I put hosta gardens under there.
Yeah.
See, that's my property. My house.
See how that's perfect.
That's 16 years. And my, all of this is, we've got a house and we just built. We tore down this little place and put in.
See, that's way nicer than the one that just came down on mine.
Oh, this. We built that.
Oh, yes. See, I'm into woodworking, I'm into metalworking. I love, oh my goodness, that's even better picture. That shows you the other end.
Yeah, actually, the line garden, this is the worktop, and what the stairs and in all different shapes.
You are a wonderful woman to let him have 5 cars.
Well, only one of them's running, okay.
That doesn't matter. Of course, then again, my life, I have lawnmowers. I'm into lawnmowers. I have 5.
Uh-huh.
I have the big simplicity, I have a small simplicity, I have a medium simplicity, and a craftsman. I have all.
Oh, you still got the bonus?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
My,
That was when they
my
were vacant.
20 Bowens went out to Maryland. My son took it out there. And he has a tiller and
Oh, yeah, my uncle used to have his bowls, and he always dealt through you guys for all the parts. Actually, he was chief for a while. Way back, Bob Mel. And he, I mean, well, he passed in rented my place, I bought it December 28th of '88. And my wife said, if you get a dog the day you move in that house, I'm gonna cut something off. And we moved in, January 7th, and I waited. January 9th, I brought my dog home. But she had picked him out before I did. My brother's dog had puppies, and she was really, you can have one, but you gotta go see this dog. So,
Yeah.
and so I went downstairs, and I come up afterwards, and I'm sitting over with she goes, so if you could pick one, which one would you pick? And I go, oh, I've already picked mine out, it's the Saint Bernard. And she looked at my sister, and there was one that looked just like a Saint Bernard. And his mom was a Springer Spaniel Border Collie, and his dad was a black lab. But he looked just like Saint Bernard. His name was Barney because of Barnard. And she looked at my sister when I said that. She goes, "See, I told you that's the one who was gonna pick." She knew I was gonna pick one. But we had plenty of cats too. But so I have a golden doodle now, and he does that. Jason's nice and when he sees him, he digs and digs and digs. I don't care. Go ahead and dig it, stir it, it'll level out eventually, and the grass will grow back. It's too much fun watching him, you know. I'm not gonna stop.
David does.
Well, he got a little bigger than he was supposed to. He was supposed to be about a 65-pounder, and he's 98.
Oh, really?
Oh boy. I called the breeder that he came from, and I told her, I said, I have the puppy that you sold to the counselors, I think was the name, and they had an autistic son who was that was a puppy. So they only had it 3 days and had to give it away. So I ended up with it. But I called her and I told her that I had this puppy. She goes, I remember when he was so adorable, blah, blah, blah. And I said, he's a beast. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, he's 98 pounds. She said, oh my God, you gotta get him on a diet. And I took him to the vet, and the vet said, oh my God, he's gotta lose weight. And then she examined him, and she said, he's a wow. He's a beast. But I mean, even as bad as he is, he's 9 years old. He runs like a great all around that property. Matter of fact, I just told you guys last night, now that my daughter and grandson was out, hey, what are you doing with this thing? Why? What do you think? Not another office for you. You already have one that's a disaster. And I said, no. I said, are you gonna come in and do like a craft room or something? And she goes, I don't know. Thinking about building a room. I'm gonna build this on like that. I'm gonna buy a crib and string it down back and make him. We hamper him like crazy. As big as he is, he sits in my lap at me. He lays down and watches TV. I finally had to give him his
Until
own.
he's 30 at night.
I had to finally give him his own. But you know, he's like a kid. You know, you gotta start out. You could whip him with a 2x4 and 10 minutes later you can look in your face trying to please him. You know, I don't understand how people can whip on animals like that, but they're so forgiving. And all they want is attention. Well, that's a little bit.
Now it costs you more money though. Actually, no, it shouldn't cost you more money just because of being non-buildable.
Yeah.
You know.
They, at one time, they asked me why I didn't come out. And they said, why did you go to the easier? How can it be easier? I got one check. Well, it'd be easier on us.
Right,
And
yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm paying taxes on a house on an acre and a half and a vacant lot. I said, if I combine it, I pay taxes on a house on 3 acres.
Yeah.
It's gonna go up.
Yeah.
It won't go up.
No, but it would go up a little bit.
And if I didn't do that, I don't care.
Well, but to combine it, then you probably gotta get further. No, avoid that. Save money.
Well, and like they tried to express to the attorneys, the one who built a house, that's obviously with a pipe dream now. But when you're young, you get down a little, I'm getting too old for that stuff. Yeah, now it's time for me to be winding down.
Yeah, just like us, just one down. Which we said we could make property on it. But, you know, then he's doing so anxious, he wants
Yeah.
to expand. He's doing a real one.
Good.
Brad, yeah, he's gonna build and he's gonna house, how did, different, apartment complexes. Oh, getting into that,
I'm gonna have to stop at the bottom because I'm not put brand countertop in my head. I redid it 6 years ago and I put a temporary countertop in. And I did the thinking, I mean, I did it the right way, but I said, I'm just putting, yeah, I want this kitchen counter that looks like granite. Yeah, and I just put that in there. Until you decide what granite you want, only this is what's going in here. So I did that, it's been 6 years. But it took her 9 years to find what she wanted. And she goes, last week, I was moving a bookcase so we could have our new blinds put up there. And she goes, yeah, I gotta find a new bookcase. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm out of here. She goes, what? I said, it took you 9 years to find the clock and tables. How long is it gonna take you to find a bookcase?
Why don't you build it?
I don't have a place to work.
Well,
Well, see, after I get the garage.
see?
But-
sure, just,
I mean, I have a 2.5 car garage that has no cars in it.
I understand.
yeah,
I understand.
I have my big simplicity tractor. I have 4 motorcycles. Well, 3, one's hers. And my engine hoist, I used to do a lot of engine work in that. She's like, get rid of your engine hoist. I'm like, no, that looks great. I'm gonna pick something up and put it on the back of my truck because my shoulders are shot.
Yeah.
So I can just sit there and pump that thing up and boost it up and put it right in the truck. But she's like, well, you gotta do something. So I'll build another garage.
well, this is why the city building is higher,
Yeah.
because vehicles are, rich, hybrid.
Oh, he's got a car.
Yeah, it's down at the hangar, so we have, hangar down at East Trail, with
Okay.
and so we can, that stuff, and it's higher than that.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I'd like to be able to get one that's gonna roll under the car lifts, where it just lifts it up high enough to rotate how
Oh,
it breaks.
okay.
Because to sit on the ground and do a brake jump.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's so old. I got this knee that gets in the way.
um,
I tell my wife that all the time, I go tie my shoe and she just bends over, you know, standing up, she just bends right over and ties her shoes. And it's like, how can you do that? She goes, I don't have anything. I just thought, this is just good cooking. Yeah. She goes, yeah, but you do more of most of the cooking.
No, I'm outside of the time.
I do about 85% of it. And I love to cook. She loves to have me cook. And now that I'm part-time, I do the housework, do laundry, I do cooking. And, I still work 3 days a week, 11 hours a day. I was a maintenance mechanic for Club Graphics. And then in 2002, I bought a Snap-on check. And I did that for 4 years and was tired of being broke, so I went back to Club Graphics. And December of 06, and I've been back here since. But that's when I blew out my shoulder and had 4 surgeries so far, and I gotta have both replaced yet. But I told my wife, once they're replaced, I'll retire. But I'm gonna keep working until I replace them. But I do some real light duty maintenance work, and they're really good about it. They're like, hey, it's 2 heavy for you to move. You let us know when it's somebody to move it, you know, don't overdo. But I've been here basically since '81. And I showed them, I pitched this job when I went part-time, and I showed them since then the benefit of having me doing it versus somebody else. You guys would come in on overtime.
Oh, of course.
And they could work basically one day every 3 weeks. I'm working 3 days a week, but I'm making on straight time what they were making. I'm making half on straight time what they were making on overtime. So I said, I'm making half the wages. I said, and if I take this job, you don't have to pay me any benefits. And they're like, what do you mean? I said, I don't need health care because I'm part-time.
Yeah.
I didn't want to break it to them, but my wife and I both work there, and it's all in her name anyhow.
Yeah.
But I sold them on the no insurance and all that. You're saving tons of money. And where those guys were doing 3 a month, I'm doing 30. And they've really seen it. And everything I want. You know, it's like I told them I want it in Florida so I can roll because the machines are probably from the wall to like here, long and narrow. And I get on the ground and work on it. So I had this lift for them. We got the lift for nothing. We took it out of another plant. So all I've got to cover is the cost of the installation. And it's done internally, so it's all funny money that's out of this pocket into that pocket.
Exactly.
And I talked to her today. And do it. And I said, oh, I had one more question. I said, you know that good looking fat guy that works in the corner? I go, any chance he could get a bike for riding around doing service work? Yeah, that's a good idea. Why don't you order one? So I ordered a 3-wheeler.
I thought for sure you'd have a 3-wheel scooter or.
Well, I will.
Okay.
The guy that ordered it for me, he's my old boss.
Yeah.
And he goes, your knees are shot. He goes, you shouldn't be riding a bike because you need an electric scooter.
Yeah.
He goes, Dale, call me. I said, thank you. I need extra carts and I need extra carts. And he goes, why? He goes, they'll need something. I'm ordering a bike. And I hear him across the office. He goes, well, Bill's fat and his knees are shot. Well, I hate you, Dale.
Oh.
But he goes, I don't have one right now, but he goes, yeah, I'll find one and I'll set it aside. So you need a tray for now, and then when the cart comes in, and he's okay. Well, you got to go find Grandpa's, Sussex plant.
Oh, yeah, my wife worked there.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah,
all
she
over
did,
the
yeah.
place. Who's your wife?
Diana Bauer. She worked in pre-press and then she worked with Mark Resnick. She worked with Dave Price. She worked with,
Mark is my dearest friend for,
oh my God.
oh my God, 72. Him and his brother Mike were twins, but they were not identical. They were fraternal twins, and they were easy to tell apart because they resembled each other like brothers, but not like twins. But he left Quad and went to WCTC.
Right.
Well, my sister-in-law, my wife's younger sister, works at WCTC.
Okay.
And they're talking in a meeting. After the meeting, she goes, you said you came from Quad Graphics. Do you know my sister and brother-in-law? He goes, well, who's your sister and brother-in-law? She's like, no one shares one. He's like, no way. They've been my best friends since 8th grade. And she's like,
Small
she goes,
world.
maybe you know a guy that Bill used to hang around with. They called him Benji. And she said his face just went. He goes, this doesn't need the screw. What? He goes, I'm Benj. We nicknamed him Benji because he always used to dance to Soul Train. So we used to call him Benjamin Soul Train. And she's like, he goes, I need it. That doesn't leave this office. And she goes, I'm not saying a word. You're my boss. So, it's a small world.
Very small.
And
his daughter's, a tenant of ours right now. He's moving out next month, and then their son Jacob is moving in, so, yeah.
I mean, it really is, you know, they used to talk about 6 degrees of
Yeah.
separation.
Oh.
I think it's down to 5.
5
Easy.
or 4,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what's your name?
My uncle,
Uncle? That's a,
and my brother used to live right next door to the tile store on
Okay,
Sunset
yeah.
there, above Callie's.
Oh, yeah.
Then it was, Boyd Loop.
Oh, my God. That goes back to-
that's when we first, when, it was, Gosville Electric
Yeah.
in that building.
Mm.
And then we bought it, and then,
I used to go in there with my uncle in the apartment, and do the tool for these new bowls tractor.
Mhm.
Now I'm just tractor nut.
oh, we still have, we have one of the oldest houses at,
Really?
really greenish.
You know, you should put that on the trailer and take that around with grades and show it, I mean, with some of these stairs.
Well, there's one guy that used to be. We have a, pressure roof,
Yeah.
where we get all the stuff,
Right.
and there's a bone here that has a hole with the space in there.
Yeah, my neighbor's got 1052
Oh.
frames sitting
Oh,
on.
those were the.
Yeah. And cut it all apart, really make it better with bones, but
Uh-huh.
and make it long, more stable.
With the old Wisconsin engine.
It's a big long frame with a bone split up. And it's like, he killed this tractor.
Yeah.
It just sits there, it's like, and it feels so forlorn, but I look at it every day when I'm walking.
Oh.
And it's like, he's one of those kind of guys.
I can still remember the number.
Oh, yeah, of course you can.
It was maybe 5, 6, almost, and then that.
Mhm.
Yeah, my neighbor, that same neighbor house, the people before, Jane and Bob, had bowls. It's on the tip of my
Oh, I
tongue,
know how that.
but they had the loaded cover. I was so jealous of that.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, it was only what was it, a 16 or 20-inch tiller. It wasn't real
Oh,
big.
no, no,
And then he eventually had a lot of craftsmen. 21-inch tiller on there. And Bob was like, now I'm jealous. But his was still way
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah. Oh,
And now I have a big 4-footer for the back of the simplicity. But my garage was like right where the one garage was, so I had to move, expand the other one. But I had one where I'm building, that was 45 by 45. And then the upper one was 35 by 50. So now I'm just gonna make the other one up above 50 by 100. Just that one garage. But I get a lot of it.
we got one of our tenant sales. This year he had 111 pepper plants. And he does from hot to melt your face off.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he does it, and he gets them all away.
I like the garden.
And he's always calling me, I got a bag for you. So I take it down to the fire department, because the guys there love that stuff. I take it, and I said, next year he wants 200 plants. I'm like, okay, where are we going to put all these? Because we line the driveway at the apartment. We got all these gardens everywhere. I'm like, you're gonna sell, we're gonna put an honor system out front. You can, you know.
I'll tell you what, that's one thing I do love about the area is people are
Oh,
I mean,
there. He's so worried. I'm like, so somebody takes a bag of peppers, big deal. But you're gonna get more coming in.
oh yeah.
You know, I says, plus, you will set out out there and he'll talk to everybody and love
And
that.
if somebody takes a bag, what's the difference versus giving it to
Right,
somebody?
right.
I mean, some of the things like, dude, I love some of your peppers, but I haven't got any money, I'm sure you go, well,
Oh,
okay,
God, yeah.
I mean, I got 8,000 bags of them, I have one. But, yeah, I do that, everybody at work, zucchinis,
Oh,
1 year. I love it. 1 year I planted, I don't know why, but I planted 15 houses of zucchini.
oh my God.
Yeah. Every day, we took a
You took out the
grocery
city of,
sack
yeah,
full.
the city of Waukesha needs right there. Yeah.
But, well, it was my first year of planting zucchini.
Oh,
That they
sure.
grew. The first year was the year before, and I put 2 plants in, and I don't know, almost 8, but I ended up with like 6 zucchini. So this year,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and they were like little rabbits multiplying everywhere. But when I did the garden last year, I told the wife, I'm gonna cut it down. So I ended up putting Now, this year we didn't plant the garden because we knew we were gonna be wanting to put the garage up. But I planted 2 tomato plants in a bale of straw, and she bought one of those old
Oh, yeah.
planters
Yeah.
with the loops. And she planted 2 in there, and I just pulled my plants out a week ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Right.
I took like
Well, you got a
45
little.
tomatoes off there.
You got a little, but you cover me with fine.
See, and I haven't had
Yeah.
any frost up until I pulled it.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I,
'cause
like,
Monday
it's
we had
supposed-
frost.
Yeah, I said it was supposed to frost, so I pulled 45 tomatoes off of it a week and a half ago. Yeah, and a friend of mine at work, he's from the south.
You know what to
He
do.
loves fried green tomatoes, so I said, I'll tell you what, Derek, I'm splitting it. I gave him a bag full of high caps on. He loves his fried green tomatoes.
What kind of, is that gonna, that's not gonna be pole barn?
No, it's 2x4 construction,
Yeah.
stick built.
Yeah.
I'm going 9-foot walls, 8-foot door on the front, and then a 5/12 pitch to match the house.
Yeah.
And I'm going a double 4-inch vinyl siding. I have 8-inch aluminum on the house, but we would like to reside the house, so I figured don't go with an 8-inch
Right.
here and then have to do both.
Exactly. Right.
So I'm pre-building the garage to what the house will be. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, and it's fine, it's great. And at least in the town of Waukesha, they're not like, well, you gotta have it contrast, you do something stupid, because Vernon does that. Vernon, they want it contrasted. They want it contrasted. And it's, thank God our mailbox is in Vernon, but we're
See,
in
to me,
town.
that's beautiful right there.
Yeah.
It's white, it's perfect, it's
Right.
understated,
Mhm.
and
My husband designed this.
I love that look. I love the fact that there's no door on this front side on the left, it's on the end, I'm assuming,
Um,
on that end there, yeah,
the overhead door is,
Yeah,
on the end, yeah.
Yeah, right.
I love
Yeah.
that idea.
exactly.
And the other, but this is for the cars, it's got 2 sit-ons, Mercedes, party link that, that's in parts, yeah. And,
Sit-downs never really took off in this country, and I think
No.
their,
well,
their design is so, love it or hate it.
Right, yeah, it is.
It's
I
something that,
remember we took one up to, up north one time, you know, from Green, and people got sick all the way there because,
yeah, there was that show on television, The Mentals,
Mhm.
and he drove a Citroen.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, you know, you either love that car
Mhm.
or you think, oh my God, is that thing hideous? Who designed it? But it was designed for aerodynamics.
Yeah. Oh,
no, there was some regulations like, and people just, put it into someone else. We have, the kind of, the town here, and have the,
Yeah. I always thought that, Tucker had that middle one.
yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. And now the cars, new cars too,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, now your new Cadillacs, you see their headlights turning, as they're coming around the curve. You know, come on, Preston Tucker, 1946.
Yeah.
And here they're doing it now,
Mhm.
60 years later, 70 years later. That man was way ahead of his time. That's why they stopped him. He was so far. He was the first person to put seatbelts in the car.
We got some folks in cars, labor cars. And
I remember back in, well, I don't remember, but I remember reading the article. Henry Ford in 1937 built a coupe on a soybean. He hit it with a 10-pound sledgehammer and didn't crack it. And that was the predecessor to the fiberglass car. And, you know, it was sustainable. You can grow, basically, I'm gonna go out in the field and grow a new fender.
Yeah.
Well, you were kidding about it.
Oh, sure.
God.
Oh, sometimes you can go
Oh,
home.
this will go on for hours. But
Yeah. I give up at, one time it was 10 o'clock. And I left.
And, you know, now, you help me out, what's this regarding now?
I'm not sure exactly why. It's something about, what was it?
This is
Lawyer,
Moyer and Deer,
yeah.
yeah,
I
Deerfield Estate.
have no idea what it's about.
Did they ever come up with anything on that, the other thing down by Cotton Disposal? Did anybody, there was a guy that bought a piece of property across from the neighbor's farm.
Yeah.
And the state said he can't have access off of 59. And so then he was trying to get access off of Cotton, and Cotton is supposedly private, but it's been on the maps for so long, and the guy was gonna maybe push it and see if they could get access off of that. I don't know if that ever came up. I talked to Kathy a couple times about it. And, so something came up when I was doing my continuing ed, something came up, and I thought about calling the guy. I thought, well, he's already spend his money, so. It should be right deer.
I don't know where Deerfield, I know where Deer Path.
I know, that's what I'm getting confused. Oh gee, I have the world here. Fingers, let's see.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, one other car that we built that was a delivery van from England, and we bought it. It was a Morris.
Oh my God, Morris Motors.
And that was in 73 or 71, I think we got it in the GE. They helped produce the electric.
Mhm.
And when
The Electracs?
yes,
Yeah, I'm familiar with them.
oh yes, when GE got out of the electric, and they sold everything to Field, and they had this little Morris.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, there was just an Electrac for sale on Craigslist.
Really?
Was there?
Yeah. on
But that
Craigslist.
wasn't part of that whole electric, that wasn't part of the GE, was it too?
GE electric.
Okay, I remember working on those when I worked at Heartland Lawn and Garden,
Oh,
and we had the
okay.
wheel horse dealership.
Oh, sure.
And then I remember working on those GE
Yeah.
tractors.
Well,
Okay. I was only 15, 16 years old, but I remember that, so.
I don't remember when I was 15, 16 years old, that was long ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago too. So it is over by your path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is right there on Milky Way. Right. And that's Milky Way, and Deer Path, and all of that comes right into it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, so,
I see your first Weber.
Mhm.
Are you familiar with the Ellen House on Guthrie? It just went up for sale with first Weber.
yeah, I haven't been in it yet. But then who's the house next to it that went for sale by owner? But the guy threw a sign in the yard,
and just the south of it.
The one just to the south, I can't remember the name, they got the landscape company.
Okay.
And then the one just to the south of that, Jack owned that one, and that was his nephew out there. And then it's Howard Garden.
Right.
And then Terry
And then
Field.
his brother, or relative.
Brother-in-law.
Yeah.
It's his wife's brother.
Okay. And then, yeah, so, yeah, the first whoever one came up, like I said, haven't been in it yet. And then,
I was surprised to see, I just looked it up today, four
you
twenty-nine.
know,
The last time he put it up for
Summer
sale.
sale, it's just so.
When Jack was alive, he tried selling that thing for $980. I know the market is depressed, but not.
well, but,
He was asking way too
right,
much.
and that's, I mean, and my wife and I, we're gonna go look at one on the lake tomorrow. And it's like, it's way overpriced, but it's like property, so that commands, you know, even though it's a little shack.
Now, there is one on,
So there's,
Behind.
there's 3 on Behind. Well, between, there's, I mean, Danny's got all 3 of them listed. I've been in all 3 of them now, showing them and whatever. So,
yeah, there's the one just to the west, 2 houses west of Guthrie.
yeah,
I can't think of their last name, they're older,
yeah.
but. I want just left from the outside, but the inside is so dated.
Yeah, 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 that was kind of my buyer too. No. Oh, you gave us hope for a moment.
Yeah.
You shattered that. Oh, way to go.
They're keeping you here. They're holding
Yeah,
you.
there's easy for facts.
Oh, boy.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I hope you get a different rate for that.
No, unfortunately.
Uh,
That was actually the rate I used at the 19 over. My mom was just. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but Macy doesn't get a charge a lower rate.
No, probably not.
No. No, I'm sure he doesn't. We've seen the bills. He doesn't. We never open records. Yeah. Chris, you need to charge more. You're worth it. And then, yeah, and then you had another house over on Beehive or somewhere right off of there that was for sale by owner too. But I think that sign came down.
Yeah, that would have been, third one on the left.
What's it?
Yellow with white trim.
Okay, okay, yeah,
I don't know a lot of people on that side of Guthrie.
right.
It's the highfalutin side. I'm
Yeah.
lower end of it.
No. Well, how close are you to Wood? Was it Court Drive?
Well, I'm 4 houses east of Guthrie.
Oh, you're east of, I'm sorry. I was putting it on the other side. Okay, you
No,
are
I'm-
you are in the slums. Oh, my God.
I'm down.
Well, you were close to Mel, who you sold that, she was the teller at US Bank. They sold it at South Florida. No, no, what was no?
I don't know anybody on behind. Laid down.
They sold it, what, a year ago, maybe? Yeah,
The only ones that are sold up on my side is Jerry and Julie Shufflebarn.
mhm.
That Tom and Denise on the town line, and Jerry and Julie's. I can see both their faces.
Mm.
Can't remember the names. Then you've got, Frankie. And then I forget Julie's, new name now that she's Steve and everything. Then Joyce House, Red Albert, me, Jim Smith, Chris Feldman, John Burke. I love the area, and now, said, I'm the fourth house, and Blair, and then Joyce. And right across from Joyce's is where Kim Drive came out.
Yeah.
And then right across from the lot line, this being my lot and this being Jim's, right across is where Spafford's gonna come out and
Oh,
go up and connect it.
okay.
But luckily, it's gonna come out like right on the lot line, so I'll have a house sideways.
Mm-hmm,
So I have two backyards
Yeah.
straight across from me that I won't have to be worrying about looking at windows or
Right.
people looking at my windows.
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Well, but you might like looking into their backyard if they're out sunning and got a pool and,
It's so great.
oh my God, I'd be ever. I'm talking to a new client, and she's just up the road on Guthrie, and she's telling me all about the house and everything else, and it's nice to do, and I'm looking them all up, and like, yeah, you know, selling houses with pools is tough.
I bet.
I mean, it's liability, it's a huge liability, it's a huge expense.
Oh, sure it is.
Huge.
Keep running over.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta find the right person that wants.
It's a liability unless somebody's looking for a.
Right, it is,
That's the
exactly,
whole thing.
yeah. I mean, we've had a couple in the office lately in the last few years that, you know, the people, the sellers have actually filled them in.
It's so cathartic. I raised the bucket on my tractor and drove right to the side of the road.
Oh,
I was like, it was 3 years old.
Yeah.
And that was my second one. The first one collapsed.
Wow.
And it had a 30-year warranty, and it was warranty. They said, well, you know, too much weight on the winter cover. I said, impossible. They go, what do you mean impossible? I said, I have a mesh winter cover.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there was too much ice on your winter cover. I said, impossible. They go, how can you say that? And I said, because it never left the basement. Well, it was something you did wrong.
Wow.
They tried putting it on anything they could. So I'm like, look, all I'm asking is send me a new steel wall,
Yeah.
a new liner. I'll take care of all the cost and get it done.
Mhm.
No. So that one went to the scrap, and 2 years later, we bought another one, put that up, and that was just a pain in the butt.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I looked at the, we had actual steps instead of a.
Oh,
ladder.
nice, yeah.
And so I pulled those out. And one of them down, slid off, and went down the side. Didn't realize it tore the liner. I come out the next morning and it's almost happened.
Yeah.
Well, that night it froze.
Oh.
And it pushed it up out of the track.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, you know what? If I gotta take this apart to fix that track, I'm not putting it. So she goes, well, what are you gonna do?
Mhm.
We drove through the side, water everywhere. And I sent her the picture in a text. And I go, what? Isn't this where you told me to park? All I got back was, you dork. She wasn't mad at all. Just, you dork. And now I've since cleaned up that mess and shortened up my deck. Because the deck was all the way around the pool.
Mm.
And as big as my house, but what it was.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But now I just have the upper and a small 12 by 12 lower. And then have, had a friend of mine pull the cedar off and put the plastic wood
Oh, yeah.
veranda by,
Yeah.
or Horizon by the way. Veranda by Horizon. Gorgeous. And it turned out so nice. You can walk out there and there's socks and you know, these
Right.
splinters.
Yeah.
The cedar's gorgeous, but it just dries up
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad. The splinters.
Yeah.
And knowing now what I hope, the only way I would ever have a pool is somewhere warm, where you don't have to worry about it freezing and leaving it in the in-ground. I'm okay with it. I love cleaning. I don't mind the upkeep. I don't care about the cost. There's just something real cathartic about sitting out there with that hole in this vacuum, and just slowly feeding that hole out and then pulling it back. Because it's alone time. Because you know your kids aren't coming out to bother you or they're going to get handed the bowl. Here, you clean it. So it was always my quiet time.
how many children?
2 daughters.
2 daughters.
Yeah.
Way out there.
And if I'd had a third one, I'd have wanted another daughter. Boys can be now. I know I I would love to have had a son, but girls are just easier, they're more cerebral to raise.
No, they're not. I have two, 28 and 27. No, they're not.
But the difference to me, boys are physical, girls are cerebral when it comes to raising them. Because if your son Jimmy kicks little Johnny where he shouldn't have, right upside the head, what are you thinking of, boy? But when little Susie kicks little Johnny where she shouldn't have, it's like, honey, sit down. You can't kick a boy like that. You have to explain it. And that's what I mean by cerebral versus physical. And boys can be holy terrors, so can girls. Girls definitely cause more worry. Son goes out driving the
I'm more concerned about my girls' boyfriends than them because, yeah, well, no, I mean, they're both kick their boyfriends' asses or anybody else about it.
I never worried about that. Because the one thing was, I don't care if you're big, I need to meet you need to understand one thing. My father owns guns. So when they bring the boyfriends over the first time, I'd be sitting there cleaning the 57. I'd say a word, oh, hi, how you doing? Just be polished. They knew. No messing my kid. There was nothing implied. It never hurt to see that big,
Exactly.
shiny, sparkly
Yeah.
in this man's hand. I think when I head home, I feel it's too late to catch the wife. She's been in bed sleeping for at least an hour now.
Yeah, what you want to put on 9? I know, 8:30.
Oh, okay, 8:30. I'm thinking
Yeah.
9:30 because they didn't switch
No,
the
that
clock
clock,
right.
that clock wasn't set back, and I cleaned down Tuesday all day long. to Get that clock fixed. He still hasn't done it. He said it was broke.
Well, it's right twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So are they about done, Chris?
They're done with me, so I'm not sure what that means. All right, well, I'm gonna go home. Hope they're not too long for you guys.
Well,
Oh, I'm gonna quit at 9 o'clock.
yeah,
That's-
yeah,
that's
me
my
too.
time
Take
now.
care.
You too. It was nice to meet you.
Oh.
Mhm, because it was his uncle.
Mm.
He was really strong before.
Oh.
We used to have a beaver tree
Oh, yeah.
in his,
Oh, yeah.
that side.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Chris, what is, Brian's connection with your company? Stockholder?
No, Brian was, Brian and Bill, we were friends, our friends.
Mhm.
And I think we may have worked together in the past at this type. Brian's son works for us now.
Oh, that's why his connection, because he can't pay, can't say aye to paying your bills anyway.
Oh, okay.
The, when it comes up for paying bills.
Yeah.
Proving,
Yeah.
authorizing payment.
And we've been town engineers since
Oh, I know.
the 50s. Brian's been a provider of land connection for a long time.
Yeah, I know, he was plan commissioner. To begin with, before he became board.
We go back a long way, I guess.
Well, have a good evening.
Yeah, you do. We'll, see you next month, maybe?
Oh, I definitely will be here. Thank you.
Next month?
Oh, yeah, I'm on the, agenda. I'm requesting a text change in the zoning.
On what part?
From
Yes, yeah, because the town requires 2 foot above,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I didn't say that.
yeah, so I'm requesting a change to match the county.
Oh.
Seasonal, yeah, they measure it off of the seasonal high groundwater mark. And whatever that mark is, you gotta have, right now, you gotta have your basement floor 2 foot above that basement floor. So all of a sudden, you could be filled way up out of the ground. Yeah, so I'm requesting be 1 foot, the same that the county is. We'll see how that goes next month. Yeah.
Oh. Is that, I don't have a copy of that. What public hearing?
Say that again?
Oh, we got the hold on.
Here, here it is right here.
This is where we do like Hillary Clinton did the other night. Hi, my name is John Podesta. You all can just go home now. The candidate won't be coming out.
I think so, yep, I think so.
2 to 1.
Yep, that's me. Yeah.
You say saying that, both of them. Well, it's the less, are you not going to say anything except adjourn?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's just see.
So we got grief counselors at the university to discuss the elections, and we have crossing guards for the Carroll College students.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
We are doing.
Colleges need crossing guards.
We are doing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
noticed that last time I went through there.
You don't go through there very often, do you?
No.
Wait.
Mr. Love, are you talking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
trust me, it helps the drivers. It's not for the students.
All right, well, hold on.
It's not for every student, and you will never get through there. So the crossing guard holds everybody, gets the cars through, and then.
All right, hold on, hold on. Let's finish the meeting, please. Is there a motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
And a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you very much.
Yes, I would agree. Yeah.